morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sandra, and today we're going to go through my weekly setup. So, if you are interested, I have the monthly setup posted the previous day, so that would be yesterday, and I'll link that video in case you haven't caught it. But without further ado, you'll see that I am in my vintage Aurora, the purple Plumeria, and she barely closes. I have so many things in here right now. And it's also because I have my budget book at the back, so it kind of takes up a lot of room. So when I work in my planner, I kind of have to take this stuff out. I did finally find a sticker book, though, that I was interested in maybe using along with my setup this month, and that is The Planners Anonymous by Craftsmith, books that were available from Michael's a long time ago, before I realized before I realized what this was all about, before I realized what Planners Anonymous was all about. And I have this one. This was, I want to say the Stargazer one or Hello Universe, maybe. Doesn't even say on here which planner book was which, but I had like 3 or 4 of them. And so I'm going to use this. I've used a lot of the stickers already, but I've got quite a few like box stickers and some washi, so I'll maybe use that too. I do have lots of astrology washi, so this month my theme is astrology, and yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my task card. So this is what I keep it hidden at the back this time. And if you guys are curious, the task cards are, I purchased the actual physical card from the Honeybee shop. You can get them a lot of places on Etsy too. And I just label my own tasks for my planner routine, and that's how you do them. And then you have the today, the week, and the month. Okay, and in the monthly video, I also have like my monthly setup for April. I also have a full flip through at the end. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing and just want to watch the flip through, I do leave chapters in each of my videos, so you guys don't have to like watch the whole thing. You can jump around. So feel free to do that too if you want. Without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to review the previous week. And now, yeah, I realized I took out the previous week. So I'm just going to pull those back up really quick because I only have from yesterday. Okay, so starting on Thursday, this is the last day that I filmed on the 21st. And I had a lot of tasks that day. So I extended it all the way down to the right-hand side here. That's how many that I had. And obviously I didn't finish everything. I did finish up all this stuff. And yeah, my son was still in school. So he actually had school Friday too. Yeah. So he was still in school. Let's see, I did actually lots of organizing stuff. So when we go through the week in here, like the current week, I will be able to cross off some stuff. And the month I already crossed off and took out, so we won't deal with that. But yeah, I did a lot of things. I cleaned up the Barbie mess, like yeah, there was just a lot. I got my video completed. And then Friday, again, I didn't even transfer any of the tasks. So anything that, that wasn't arrowed over, I didn't transfer. I just left it. But I knew going into Saturday that I knew that stuff would have to be done. So I left a lot of the organizing stuff, like the cleaning the bathrooms, the cleaning the table, all that stuff. And it was funny because Chad actually helped me that like the weekend that I'll show you, he helped me a lot with keeping things clean. So I ended up getting some clothes. I went and got my nails done, and I did go to karaoke. But this was a weird day for me. I went to karaoke, but I don't know what I don't know why I was feeling this way, but I just felt so crappy and like not like bad, like not sick. I just didn't want to be there anymore. And I just felt like sad, and maybe it's because Chad wasn't there with me. I just didn't want to be at karaoke anymore. So I left. I left at 12:30, and it was weird. It was a weird night. But I had my nails done, so you can see I got them done in Easter spring colors. And yeah, I feel like I wasn't as productive as I could have been, but I mean, every Thursday and Friday, I'm not really at my top speed. It's usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just go. But yeah, here I still had an extra list of things to do. But then there was Saturday. I still extended my list over here. Okay. Did a few things. So we just kind of went crazy on the weekend. We got our cars done. We got the oil changes and everything fixed. Well, not everything. Chad's car ended up having a wheel bearing broken that he didn't know about, and the wheel was about to pop off. So he got that replaced. It was like $340 for a simple wheel bearing. Like, isn't that ridiculous? But he got his filters replaced, his oil changes. He had a cabin air filter, the other filter, and he was supposed to get his blower motor done, which is his heat and his air conditioning, and he didn't get it done because we couldn't afford it after everything else. So, but I got my windshield wiper done. I got my oil change done, so that was good. And the only thing I didn't get to was the upstairs bathroom, and I didn't return jeans, and I didn't get to my die cuts and my freebies. So everything else was done, which is so much. So it wasn't so much a work heavy day, it was more a cleaning the house day. I also cut my son's hair. When I cleaned my closet, Chad cleaned his closet. I did the table, or he did the table. I did the stairs. I did the downstairs bathroom. We did the laundry, put away my clothes. Just so much. And I even got to spiritual stuff. Haven't really done much personal development stuff, but spiritual, I've been able to read a lot. So that's good. But yeah, just a lot of stuff. And then Sunday, I finished up everything that I needed to, but obviously the list wasn't that big. Oh, and we also went swimming too. Went swimming on Saturday. And I realize how productive I can be if I stay home and I don't go to karaoke both weekends, like both weekend days. Okay, so we also did all the bedding too. We did all the Chad did all of everyone else's bedding, and then Sunday he did Connor's bedding. So he went for groceries this day, and we did some returns. We did some errands, and I want to say, oh yeah, I didn't even get my freebies and die cuts done. So I think that was on Monday. So this was Monday. I mean, I even had time to watch a YouTube channel. So if you guys also want more content and like, I mean, this one YouTube channel, it's called Plans and Purpose. I just want to give it a shout out because it looks like, now I can't remember her name. Is it Jill? I want to say Jill for some reason. Um, I'm going to link her YouTube channel on mine so you guys can check it out because she's got 42 subscribers or something like that. And so I remember when I was like that and I wanted to, get people to notice me. Nobody ever noticed me. I had to do all the work on my own. So I'm going to link her, not her video, but her channel. And she's only got a handful of videos, but she also does Franklin planning with Planners Anonymous. So if you guys are interested, go check her out. And I think her setups are so cute. I am always love watching other people how they plan in their Franklin binder. And most people do like a lot of different inserts, but she's kind of stuck with Franklin Covey, and she was using Carrera inserts. If you're interested, and I was actually interested in getting Carrera maybe eventually one day. We'll see. But anyway, so I even had time to watch a couple of her videos, and I was like really intrigued. So I just watched all of them like back to back to back. I think there was like five. And she just shows kind of how she sets up her month. She doesn't do like plan with me per se, but they're really good. And her first video, the noise quality, there was a little bit of issue, but that happens to everybody. And then her videos are really, really nice. Like they sound amazing. Everything is great. So you guys go check her out. So yeah, so Monday, officially spring break. I wasn't able to make the Jane's Agenda live. I had to watch it a little bit in replay because my kids, but I made some notes and yeah, I was so, so productive. So everything that I needed to get done got done. Again, my my list extended to the next page. Like it's crazy. Um, I had some orders I received and I did all of my Monday stuff, which is all my journaling. And I edited my bullet journal, posted that, got my die cuts for April and my freebies for April. They're done. Everything's posted that I need to. Got laundry done. Did my expenses and transfers. Um, Emptied the garbages, and I think it was like mostly in the morning too. I just did dishes, laundry, emptied garbages like in the space of like 5 minutes. I did so much, and I had so much energy just to get everything clean. I just felt so good, especially over the weekend after we had done all those organizing bits and pieces. Just felt really, really good. I even had time to practice some songs because I was excited for my birthday. Um, and then um, there was a Cultivate What Matters Zoom call on Tuesday, and I didn't get to it because I got sidetracked, but I have to watch the replay. So I should put that on today's date, actually. Watch replay. Okay. So, what else did we do? Oh, yeah, I had an emergency doctor's appointment. So this kind of interrupted my day a little bit. Um, and this interrupted my day a little bit because I had called the doctor on Monday, and there was a few issues that I had with my daughter, and instead of like I thought they were just going to send a requisition to my Dynalife, like where we go, and they didn't. They said we had to come in. So it was 4:15 rush hour on a Tuesday. I had to drive all the way, like half an hour away, and it was really, really rough. But I did that, and um, we took care of what we needed to take care of. And so, yeah. Um, and I didn't have that much work to do. So I wrote my blog. I wrote that pretty early. I wrote it before my kids woke up, and that was pretty much the only thing I had to do. I managed to play. I think I played with my kids a little bit this day. Like the things they like my daughter likes Barbies, and she's been getting into some apps on her iPad, some games and stuff. And then my son, I think we watched a movie, maybe. Can't remember. I didn't get to personal development, but I did read my book. And then this is also the day that my mother-in-law called me, and we had a very interesting conversation. And and it's funny because I don't know how many of you guys have issues with your mother-in-law, and I never thought there was an issue. And then she called and unloaded all of her feelings onto me and made me cry and made me have a really, really bad day. And I ended up talking to my husband. We called her back that night, and honestly, she didn't get it. It went right through. It went right in one ear out the other. Like it was ridiculous. And I've never experienced this before. Like I don't know, like I didn't do anything wrong. That is how I feel. I did nothing wrong, but she wants us to visit more. And the delivery of the message just came through the wrong way. I think she didn't, but for how the things she said, she made me cry. The things she said, she never apologized for. And we're supposed to go there for Easter. And so if you guys can relate at all, I hope some of you can. Um, that kind of drove me away. She was like, I thought you wanted a closer relationship. And honestly, now I don't ever want to see her again. Like, I don't know. And it's hard because, like, she's my mother in law, right? So you kind of have to, like, figure out a way. And yeah, she was like, "Oh, Chad, like you have to make your wife and your mother happy. I feel for you." That's what she said to him. And in my head, I was like, "Well, he wouldn't have been stuck in the middle of anything if you hadn't have freaked out." Like it was kind of her, right? I don't have any issues. I didn't even know things were an issue. If I have a communication problem, I just say, "Hey, can you do this? Like this is how I feel. Can we work on it or can we do this?" Like I'm pretty blunt if something actually is really bothering me, a lot of things, honestly, and this is what I told her too. I was like, there's lots of things that you say over the course of the year that I don't ever bring to your attention because I let it go. It can be hurtful, and she's very blunt, and it can be very hurtful. And I choose to let it go because, I'm trying to be the bigger person. And she, oh, it was a horrible conversation. Horrible. She was one of the types of people that has an answer for everything, and um yeah, it was a bad day. It was a bad conversation, both of them. Like there was no explaining. She wouldn't listen. There was no listening on her end, and she didn't apologize to me either. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'm kind of stuck, and it makes me just want to say, okay, I don't have to see you, but now she wants to have my daughter for a sleepover on Sunday night, and I'm not really comfortable with it. And it's a long ways away. It's like an hour away. And, I don't know what to do. I'm not really comfortable with her driving my daughter back either because her driving is a little, scary. So I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I need you guys. What do you guys think? I know this is posting on Saturday, but seriously, like I have some issues and I need some help. But anyway, so what I did, and I'm gonna cover most of it up here, but I had written some notes because my husband and I, when we had done a video chat with her, we wrote down a whole bunch of notes. It's on this page here. I wrote down everything I wanted to say to her and that my husband wanted to say to her. And because she can talk circles around us and then make us feel like we're stupid. And I don't know how she does it, but my husband's afraid to talk to her. Like he was nervous and he was scared to call her. He was like, oh my God, like, and I'm like, what kind of kid is scared to talk to their own parent? So that tells me that she doesn't create a safe space for discussion or communication. And I don't know what to do about it. I'm kind of stuck. And now every time we go there, it's going to be awkward because she's pushed me away and I don't know what to do. So anyway, moving on. Wednesday. Oh, and she thinks what I do with YouTube and everything is a big joke. She literally said that it's a waste of my time. And I said, well, considering number one, it's my favorite thing to do in the world, playing with my planners and talking to you guys and, writing my blog and making my stickers. It's kind of like a self-care thing for me, right? Like I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite. It's why I stopped my job and why I was trying to get pregnant with my daughter. I was in a bad, a bad space because I didn't like my job. I hated it. I worked at it for 16 years and I hated it, every minute of it. And I finally found something I love doing. And I can stay home with my kids. I mean, it's not reasonable to take my kids to daycare and pay $1,500 for daycare prices. Because we obviously make too much money to $50 a day daycare, and they're getting rid of that anyway. I don't know where she was going with everything, but she thinks I'm a joke, and she thinks my business is a joke. So it doesn't make me feel very good, and it doesn't make me want to visit her at all. But for the kids' sake, what do you do? And I know there are mothers out there. You guys have mother-in-laws, and you have kids. What do you do if things aren't hunky-dory all the time, right? I want your advice. Okay, Wednesday. I filmed my, this was yesterday, I filmed my April plan with me. So I got over everything, I let it go, and I had to be in a good headspace to film my video. So I did that, and then I edited it. I said I'm still working on it, but obviously, like last night I finished it, it's already posted. And then the only thing I didn't do, there was a couple of reels. So I did film a reel of my compact last night. I hadn't edited it yet. So I'm going to do that today. And then I also have a reel of my old planner flip through. So I'm going to post that soon too. I just have to finish doing some tweaks on that. And then of course I didn't get to my personal development or my spiritual stuff. So I will try to make time for that today, seeing as it's Thursday. Okay. So I'm going to take out, I'm just going to leave that stuff in here, I guess, until March is done, and then I'll take out March. And this is today. So I put I have actually got two of these. I've got my weekly one that I'm using, or not my weekly, sorry, my overview. So these are Jane's Agenda hybrid dashboards, and they're perfect size for sticky notes. This is my inbox one, and I have a weekly one too, but it doesn't match my theme. And they do take up, like, I mean, they're heavy laminate, so you don't want them to take up too much room. But this one's today, and I don't need this in here because I'm going to have my compass card, but I thought it was cute because it does match. If I cover it up with Post-its, I guess it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, it comes in useful. I'm covering it with Post-its. So anyway, I've got a few things to do today. Not crazy. See, my list is definitely shortened. But the beginning of the week, like Monday, whew, right? The weekend too was crazy. So anyway, that was the review for the week. I'm sorry that I went off on a tangent there for a little bit, but you know, when you guys, I know some of you will understand. Okay, so review goals. I just set goals. I mean, I already reviewed, like, all of the March goals are done, took them all out, crossed everything off that I could, but we're just going to look at April for a second, and it kind of gives me a chance to be like, hey, this is what I have to do for this month, you know? And as of March 1st is Monday, I'm going to be doing analytics, budget close, stats, financials. I'm also going to do a goal review. So I'm going to do a monthly goal review, and then I'm also going to do a quarter goal review. Okay, just show how the month went and then how the whole quarter went. And I'm going to do the same thing in my work planner because I have the same inserts. So I'll do the same thing. And this is perfect. This little space here is perfect for that. Okay. And yeah, this is April here. So I've got my professional development again, Jane's Agenda, the whole master plan thing. That's going to help with my professional development. I can work on it 3 times per week. I also wouldn't mind fitting some human design in there because I haven't worked on that since last spring. Spiritual reading or some work. Read in the sun because, you know, it's going to start getting warmer. I think it's going to start getting warmer. I woke up this morning to more snow. So I don't know. What does that tell you? I'll show you the weather. It says -5, feels like -11, and it's snowing. It's going to snow today. It's going to snow tonight. But then Sunday is going to be +10, Monday 11, Tuesday 14, and then Wednesday 7. So it looks like the rest of the week is, or the end of the week is going to be warmer. Saturday is my birthday, and this poses another problem because I completely forgot about Easter and I didn't even think it was that important. Like, obviously my goals and my things that are important to me, my values, like family is important to me, but like my mom is important to me. Chad should, you know, show, like, his mom should be important to him. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It going to a big Easter dinner, like I know I go to karaoke, and this is one of the things she pointed out. I go to karaoke. I'm an empath. I generally don't, and she didn't understand this. I can go to karaoke and be fine because I don't hear any thoughts. But say my son and my mom are in the same room, I get an instant headache because not only are they loud and they talk over each other, I hear their thoughts. My son is very loud to me, not just physically. Like, I can hear him, his thoughts. Like, I can feel his aura. I don't know if it makes any sense. I don't know if you guys are with me here, but I get a headache because it's overwhelming for me. And that's just my mom and my son. When I'm in a room where we are having intimate conversations, there's intimate thoughts, there's like 30 or 40 people at these Easter and Christmas dinner things because they're Ukrainian. They have a big family. And it's so uncomfortable for me. I feel left out. I feel like I'm sitting here and like the big group of people is over here, and I don't enjoy myself. I mean, I'm there with Chad, which is good. I'm there with my kids. I provide for them, but I don't even feel like participating. You know, like it's not my thing. I'd prefer to be at home, reading a book, watching a movie with my own family that I've made. You know, like they always say that the family you create is more important than the family you come from. I strongly believe that, and I agree with that. Like I take my family to her events out of respect, but I've lost a little bit of respect. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, family is important to me. But again, my mom is important to me. My mom doesn't have anybody else. Like, she was divorced many years ago. And so my mom is important to me. But her family, not as much, right? Like, I don't love them. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, I don't love them. They're not my family. They're my husband's family. And like, I do envy those women who can be like, they're taken into the fold and they're just get along with their mother-in-law and they love them like a second mother. That's amazing. I really appreciate that, you know. Anyway, okay, so YouTube intros, still haven't worked on those. Read and Sun. I might just do something simple. Maybe I'll get rid of my of what I have and just do a picture. Like, I like Marsha's from Buy Sell Plan. I really like the way she has her set up. It looks nice. It's simple, it's clean, elegant. So maybe I'll do something like that and then just say, you know what? Let's switch it for the year, and then January of 2025 we'll work on something else. We'll see how it goes. Because yeah, it's a lot of work to change a YouTube intro. It really is. Basement project and a picture. Also, a picture is way easier. Like, if you, instead of like doing a whole video in Canva making a video is hard. It is fun. It's really fun, but making it's difficult. Okay, so basement project, have to work on that. I've got a health goal, eat more vegetables and fiber. Of course, my water and my movement. I always aim for 10,000 steps a day. I usually get there. Plan for garden, yard cleanup, garage cleanup, clean vehicles, baby stuff, and CP payment. So yeah, so I mean, like, not crazy goals, but like, still a lot of work. Cleaning the garage will be a lot of work. We'll have to do that on a weekend. And the cars I usually do myself. That's something I enjoy because I like getting my vehicle clean. Okay, so that was goals. And then on the monthly goal, I just have a whole bunch of the same things. So I pretty much reiterated it here. And I put the books I want to read for personal development. So I'm going to be doing Tiny Habits, Atomic Habits. So I'll be getting back into that. Like, these are self-help, but personal development self-help. So not self-help, but personal development stuff. I've got my spiritual book, and then I've got my fictional book. So between all of those, I'm hoping that I'll definitely read more books for April, or finish more books for April, because I've got 3 on the go, plus these will be 2 more, so 5 books for 1 month. All of March I read 1 book, and that was the Sarah J. Maas on the series, the Throne of Glass series, but these books are pretty big, right? So anyway, I read that. Okay, what next? The next thing is to review Compass Card. So I did pull it out because I'm going to switch to an actual compass card and not a progressive task list. So we can look at this and see how I did. Water, I did not accomplish my water goal. I journal daily. I got 6+ hours of sleep every day. I actually hit my spiritual goal of reading. Personal development, no. In books, no. I didn't get any finished. Okay. Home, I did everything that was on here except for my son's bookshelf, because I'm looking for a new one. The backing of the current one he has been like broken off. I've repunched it and like nailed it shut a whole bunch of times, and it's so like it doesn't work anymore. It just pops right off. So I can't even use it as a bookshelf unless I put it right up against a wall, and he has like a thick baseboard, so the books fall out in the back. So I might take that one downstairs, use it as like a shelf down there for books that my kids might want to still read instead of taking them to Goodwill, and then get him a newer bookshelf. Even if it's from Goodwill, I don't care, but something that will actually work and maybe is a little bit bigger so I can, organize it better for him. All of this stuff here. So birthday dinner, we're not going to have a birthday dinner because we can't afford it. Dentist appointment, I haven't booked. X-rays, I haven't booked. I need my mom to watch my kids while I'm doing that, and she was busy this weekend. She wasn't feeling good. She had a cold. So she came over for dinner last night. We had roast beef. It was so good. Oh my God, you guys, I made roast beef. It was delicious. I made brown sugar and butter carrots, and I made Yorkshire pudding and mashed potatoes and gravy with the roast beef, and it was so good. I have been craving that all week so far, and I finally made it last night. And then my husband worked half an hour late, so he came home, he ate, and it was good. The only one that didn't eat was my daughter because she had eaten some junk food before that, and she refused to eat her dinner, so she went to bed hungry. Um, so date night, birthday, that is going to be Saturday. I've already made plans. I'm going to be out late, so Sunday we're going to be exhausted and tired, and I'm going to have a few drinks too, right? So um, I would have changed it to Friday, but Saturday is my birthday, and that's when I want to celebrate it. And I've already invited people. People already know it's Saturday, so it's kind of too late for that. Too late to change things. And then the Rock and Gem show, we are going to go to that tomorrow, which is Friday. So I'll put that on my new card, but I will be I'll be changing that. Okay, and Biz Creative, we're planning right now for the week. And YouTube intros I haven't touched, but like I said, maybe I'll do something simpler, and then it won't seem like such a large goal, like such a big thing. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now I think I do kind of have this. I have creating a new one, like new roles, big rocks right next, but sometimes I like looking at the calendar, the master task in the inbox first, so that I know what actually needs to be done, and then I can put my goals on there. So I think we'll do that, or maybe we'll do it as we go, because if I do it as we go, then I know what I'm doing. It does take longer to talk through with you guys at the same time, but I think it's a little bit more valuable that way. Okay, and then, so this was my pen I used for March. This was my TWSBI Diamond 580 fountain pen. Love this pen, but it's a medium nib, and I have really dark purple ink in here. And this one, I'm using is it Queen Ilium or Queen Ilia? I am using this pen. This is the TWSBI Eco, an Eco TWSBI, and it is much different than I thought it would be actually, but it's a fine nib and I like it. And the ink is like a light lavender with a gold sheen. So that's what I'm going to be using for the month of April. So I'm going to use this pen to fill out my compass card. The only thing I'm confused about is that the cap doesn't stay on the back of the pen. So I don't know about that. I don't know why it doesn't work, but like this one has no problem, right? Like it sticks there and it stays. So I don't know why this one doesn't do that, but it bugs me. It's because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pentagon shaped, and this is a round shape. And I thought maybe you twist it on, but it didn't work. So anyway, so the date for this upcoming week is it the 1st to the 7th, right? Pretty sure. Just gonna double check. If you guys are interested, yeah, the 1st to the 7th. If you guys are interested in any of like where I got any of the cute little things from, I do a full flip through in that monthly video. And I don't think I talked about every single like dashboard like decorative element, but they're all from the same place. This was from HR Handmade, I think coming from the UK, I'm pretty sure. And then this was from Nadia Moon, but I printed it out on my own vellum. So they're all from the same place. Anything that you see that has like one of these acetates, it's from HR Handmade. Okay, just so you are aware. But the link is in that monthly video. Okay, so this is April 1st to the 7th. And now all of my my sharpen the saw is usually always the same. So mental is journaling, but I think I want to put, because I always journal, I make sure to journal every single day and I never miss ever. Mental, I'm going to put personal development on here. And I'm going to do 3 boxes. Okay, Jane's Agenda Master Plan class starts on Monday, so I'm excited for that. And I'm going to do my reading assignment, so that will include reading. And I'm also going to read Tiny Habits on the side. So what I'm going to do for myself, I did actually get it in the mail from Amazon yesterday, I think, or the day before. So what I'm going to do is that Jane had broken up this book, Atomic Habits, into chapters. And then you read so many chapters every week. So I'm going to start today by reading the intro, which is, I mean, I've already read this book, but I'll read the intro today and then I'll be prepared for Monday. But I'm not going to be working ahead because I already, like, I know a lot of people have been reading ahead and they've already read the whole book. I've already read the book, and that was like maybe a year and a half ago. And then I gave it away and I bought it again because I wanted to have the hard copy to like do some highlighting and some notes and stuff. And honestly, um, I'm going to read it like per week, like with the group, because I have so many other reading books that I'm currently working on trying to get done. But this one, I'm going to go through and I'm going to break it up myself. I'm going to go through like the index and just see how many chapters there are, and then do the same thing and be like, okay, I've got a whole month to read this book, and how many, so there's 8 chapters. So I'm going to break it up for over the course of the month, and I want to read it. So even if it's like, 2 chapters per week or 3 chapters per week or whatever, whatever it is, 2 or 3, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I think that's another thing that I'm going to put on my, it won't be on this compass card because I need to do that before that date. So on this day, I'm going to put break up tiny habits. That doesn't sound very good. Break up tiny habits. But yeah, I'm going to break it down and do kind of like a little, what do they call that when you're in school? Your the page they give you of breaking down the entire year of what they're going to mark you on and like what you have to, your reading assignment. But anyway, I'm going to break that up and give me my own reading assignments per week, and I'll just add it to my thing, my master class thing. So also, this is kind of off topic again, sorry guys, but I'm just going to take you over to the section where I'm keeping my master plan thing. So I'm not taking credit for this. Everybody is doing something similar. And the first time I saw it, I loved it so much. So but I did make my own in Canva. So I just kind of copied the idea and made my own, and I'm using it for my own personal, my own personal thing. And I just made it pink because this shade of pink, works well with this binder, and just it's pretty. So anyway, so I have all of the master plan things in here. I've got the monthly topics, the book list, the first assignment, and then I made all my notes on my personal productivity audit. And then I've got the first month of the, I purchased the printables because I live in Canada. I wouldn't get the inserts before we started. So I did the printable one, which is fine for me because it's cheaper and I can print it no problem. Jane has it set up so it prints perfectly. And then I also put some notes in here. Some note paper. This is from Fancy Plans Co., but I'm going to use, if I want additional note paper, I've got it here. And that's it. So I'm really excited. So my plan, I am going to use my Teresa Collins Franklin Covey binder because this is punched for Franklin. I'm going to use that as my master plan binder, but I'm going to keep it in my current binder while we're working on it because I like the idea that it's in my planner, when I'm working on it. I'm going to keep it in here. And then when I'm done that month, I'll transfer that month to my Teresa Collins binder because that has 1.25 inch rings. And I think throughout the whole year, it'll make sense to keep it in there. So I'm really excited about that. It's like one of the things I'm most excited about. It makes me happy. And I think we all owe ourselves a little bit of happiness, right? You have to find happiness where you can. Okay, so personal development, and then spiritual is going to be reading. I've got 2 books. One of them, like, if you guys, I talk about this all the time. This one has taken me forever to get through. I'm over half done, and like I'm making notes, and I'm just doing so good for myself. And I've read more this past 2 weeks than I've read in a long, long time. But it talks a little bit about everything, but about how the moon is associated with everything. So with tarot and like some full moon rituals. Like there's lots of information in here how it works with crystals and incense or candle magic or like tons of stuff. So it's really good. And then the other one I'm reading is the manifestation book. This one I'm finding it a bit harder to get through because the writing is interestingly done. And then there are actually prompt questions for you at the end of each chapter. And so I've been answering them on like little post-its. So I've got to go back a couple chapters and do that today. But I'm going to try to. I just started that book and I'm a third of the way done. So, but I'm really excited to get into those and get them finished. And then I've got tons of other books to start. So it's not like I'm lacking reading material at all. So reading, and I'm going to do that 3 times a week because that's my goal, to do spiritual stuff 3 times a week. I could actually add 4 times because I also have my tarot and oracle reading on Monday, which counts as a spiritual work, right? Okay, so social emotional, that one can maybe be journaling. And then physical is water. So I put 7 little boxes, although I track water everywhere else in my habits and stuff. I want to drink 3 bottles every day for 7 days. I never did it last week. Okay, so now let's pick rules and stuff. These are the rules I usually have. It's not really rules, I just pick sections of my life. I usually do like home, family, personal, biz creative, and biz admin. Sharpen the saw is its own, so it's already done. And home, it's not really a rule, but I guess me being like the carer of the home, the worker of the home. I don't know. Oh my god, I need more coffee. So I want to figure out the bookshelf thing in Connor's room. And he's also got this big trunk in his closet. And I think it almost might make more sense to put, I don't know, because right now he's using the bookshelf at the end of his bed and he can hardly get at the books because it's so tight in there. But he uses that as a stand for his TV. So he can watch this little TV down there. But he has this big trunk in his closet and he can't even open his closet anyway because his dresser is in the way. Oh, it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. Yeah, the dresser is in the way, can't open the closet hardly. So I don't know whether to take that out and put in a bookshelf in there so that he can access his books easier. I don't know. Or do I just leave it the way it is? I'm not sure. But trying to think if there's anything else. Let's start. I'm totally doing this in the wrong order. Let's look at the inbox because that'll maybe give me some answers here. Okay, anything that I can do? Still haven't done my mom's bookshelf. Okay, I've got home. I'm going to put family. So like I'll put mom, and here I'll put wife. That's another rule. So dentist appointment. So dentist. And then I also need to do x-rays. And I have to do this now because this is already like April 1st to the 7th. My son, Logan, my baby, he needs a chest x-ray. He's got cystic fibrosis and we have our next appointment April 24th. So those results need to get there before we have that appointment. Otherwise they're going to give me crap if I go to that appointment and not have it done. So I need to get that done. Reading list, I haven't really made one. Oil change, I can cross it off. Did all of this stuff. Chad did most of that stuff actually. Plan for family reunion, I haven't yet. Hot water tank and fix plug. He hasn't really done that, but this weekend we're going to be busy, so I won't add that stuff to there. So I'm going to add my birthday date night. It's kind of all rolled into one. And then Easter, so we're going to have our own Easter here for the kids, and then we go to Mundare for 1 o'clock. So we leave here at 12. So it's going to be a rough and early day, I think. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to look at the calendar. I guess I could look at the goals. Let's see, what could I do? Professional development. I'm going to have one here. I'm just going to make a whole section dedicated to that. So for my big rock, I'm going to do JA Live, homework, read both books, and then I also want to do like some other kind of personal development. So it's either human design. I wouldn't mind taking some notes on that again. So I'll do that. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos about planning and I take notes on that. So something that I can write in my commonplace book and just take notes. And I'll also write that on their common book. Because if I can do all those things, I can definitely cross off my personal development up here. I might even be able to do 4 times a week. Okay, so that one, read the books. Spiritual, I'll just leave it up there because I don't need to have it twice. Read YouTube and okay, so personal. I want to do something for me. So personal. I'm going to have another bath with Epsom. And I think I said I wanted to do swimming on Saturday, but I'm not sure. I'll put swimming. And I don't know why I have Easter here because it's for the kids, really. It's not really for me. So Easter, okay. YouTube intros. So I'll put work, biz, CEO, and biz creative. I'm going to put YouTube intros under creative because it's kind of what it is. Okay. Basement cleanup. I don't know if I'm going to start with anything there. Garden work, probably not the first week anyway because the ground is still frozen. We still have snow. Yard cleanup. Oh, I could pick up the yard dirt, garbage, crap. That would technically go under home. So I'm just going to say dog poop. I wanted to do that yesterday or today, but I mean, it snowed again, so I have to wait for the snow to dry up. And baby stuff to Goodwill, maybe. And I'm not going to be cleaning the car or the garage this week either. So I just said week 1, April Fools. So there's nothing really. Yeah, the first is April Fools. That's funny. Oh, and then the other CEO stuff. So home, I also have March budget review or March budget close. And then for Biz CEO, I have analytics, stats, and financials. And I'm going to also put or goal review. And that'll be month and quarter. And then for personal, it'll also be personal. Yeah, maybe I'll put personal instead of home. Personal will be goal reviewed as well. It'll be for the month and the quarter. And then there's something else I wanted to do for personal. I guess I wanted to do read fiction. So I don't have to track that because I read every day. That's fine. Wife. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the technically it's a family thing because we're all going, but it is the Rock and Gem show. So okay. So I think that's it. That's quite a bit. Biz creative, and also, so next week when I am getting into the first week again, things are going to slow back down. So we'll have a makeup Monday video. We'll have my blog, and I'll have sticker design. So we'll have to start getting into that again. This week I don't do sticker design because yesterday I was filming the monthly, so that wasn't part of it, but now we are back into it. And for my highlighter, I don't know if this is going to cover up my writing because the writing is so light. I maybe should have done this first. I don't know if this is going to be a good enough highlighter. This is my Kiritaki dot clean color dot marker, and it's like round, so it doesn't really work as a highlighter, but I like the color of it. Oh, it does work. Okay, good. The color matches the color of my ink perfectly. And I like the color of it for my binder. It just doesn't have like a pen clip on the lid, so I can't put it in my binder. That's the only thing. Okay, so that's done. And we've kind of looked at, the only thing I didn't look at was the master task list, but I think a lot of those things on the master task list, I think I got them. But we'll look at that quick now. So right here, right, I never even really looked at the calendar. Geez, Sandra. Okay, so right. This is why I definitely need more coffee. I'm off my game today. The other thing I have to put on here, family is kind of ran out of room. So on the back, I'm going to put notes. So Monday, so my daughter is going to go for a sleepover at her Nana's on Monday, and I'm going to say, I'll bring Danica back. Hopefully everything will be okay with that. Danica expressed concern last night. She's like, she's like, will you be there with me? And I was like, nope. I'm like, you're going to be there by yourself with your cousin and your grandma. And she was like, I want you to be there with me. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, you either stay there with your cousin and your grandma or you come home with mom and dad. So she has to make up her mind. Okay, so Monday. And then I also prep for school. So I have to go grocery shopping. And I also have to prep my son's school inserts and see what he's doing for the week. Wednesday is budget. And then Friday is the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So I'm going to look at that and see what I can add to cart there. So that's it. So I made some notes on the back because I ran out of room. And then that was just from the calendar. So let's look at the task. Oops. So I've got March budget close on there. I don't have phone picks, but I'll add that to my weekly. Dentist appointments, x-ray. I don't have front and back closet. That's something I could probably do. Oh yeah, I have to also take my daughter. I have to take a requisition in for her. A goal set up, personal development. And there's also some other things. I wrote down a whole bunch of notes about some spiritual goals I want to accomplish. So I have a new goal sheet from Fancy Plans Co. in my goals. So I'm going to try maybe making some notes on that. A lot of setups aren't until May anyway. Channel art, YouTube intro, and then start working on stickers. So yeah, this is good. I kind of jumped the gun there. Okay, so that's done. Made my notes. And now it's time to schedule the week. So I'm interested to see how these stickers work with the week. See how that goes. So I'm going to do weekly, schedule the week, have weekly master tasks, transferred my tasks. And quickly before we do that, I am going to go to the week and just cross off everything from the current week because I can't remember what I have on here. And we have to take the garbage out today. And the Rock and Gem show actually started today, but we're going to go tomorrow. Okay. So oil changes. Did the oil changes. I cleaned my closet, put away my clothes, didn't do Connor's bookshelf. I cleaned the upstairs bath, cleaned the down bath, did the table, the stairs, the microwave, the Barbie mess, April die cuts, April freebies, and then everything else. This will be after. Good. So yeah, so quite a few things I did. Water, read all 3 books. I didn't finish those. Self-care, spirituality. I think it was like personal development was on Monday. Water, I think I did like twice. And then self-care. Oh, I can't remember. It was Friday I did my nails. And then I think and then Friday I also had karaoke. Spirituality I did Monday. And I think I read a lot actually. I know one of these days I did too. I did spirituality good. And I wish I had more of these tracker stickers. And there might, if I'm not mistaken, I might have some tracker stickers in here. Thought I saw some. Aha. Well, these are for staying hydrated. But I could change that. But those are for staying hydrated. So I don't know if I have anything else in here. But I do like these. Like, I was thinking of using, where was it here? Thinking of using the checklist actually to do like a goal. So I'll put a checklist down the side of it and then do the same thing and put spirituality and then put like the 7 dots. So I might just make my own. So that's this week, and then I have to figure out a meal plan for next week. I'll also put a barbecue on here because it could be really nice. I don't know what the weather is going to be on the 7th of April yet, but it could be really nice. So if it was nice, maybe I'll make a barbecue. So anyway, so those are some ideas. And if I don't always go in this order. So if, say for example, Monday I'm like, oh, gross, like I don't want chicken, I'll just have this instead. And then the next day, I'll switch it up. I can change it. It's just an idea of what I'm going to have for the week. So I'll buy the groceries according to this. And then, if I switch days, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part. So I'll see you guys when we're all done planning. Alright guys, I am all done. So this took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but you know, it's done, so that's good. I didn't use any decorative really washi or anything like that in this work setup. I never really do. Um, Sorry, I'm just putting my tools away here because it is the start of a new month. I feel like I just had a repeat of this last month. I feel like March is like just gone by so quickly. Um, anyway, it's looking really nice and clean, right? I don't have tons and tons of stuff to do. I'm usually looking by mid-month. It's like, you know, working on videos, working on goals. I will be getting in my Jane's Agenda April box sometime, so I could add that in here. So that should be coming soon, I think. And I don't know when I'll post it, but I mean, I only have 2 videos this week, right? Because we're getting back into a new month. So I have my makeup Monday, and then I've got my plan with me on Saturday, and then at some point I'll have Planners Anonymous, I'll have Jane's Agenda, and we'll just kind of get back into the swing of things. So yeah, so also I should put here, I can't write on here, so I'll pull it out. I put that in business for Sephora sale because I do a video on that, showing what I received and showing how I'm going to use products and stuff like that. So I added that in there. So yeah, so I'm going to have, I'll be back to sticker designing next week, but I'll probably end up doing charms. Charms seem a lot easier, but it will be butterflies for the month of May that I'll be working on. So butterfly, you know, kind of like a theme, I guess. I'll have flowers in there. It'll be like a spring theme, but it'll be butterflies. So that'll be exciting. And I don't know what the blog is I'm writing on, but the one I'm posting on Monday is about how to get started on tidying your space. So I wrote a blog about that. And the makeup look I'll post on Monday is Natasha Denona pastel palette with Odin's Eye, one of the spring looking palettes, and it's a makeup, like it's a lavender, a really like pretty lavender color, so that'll be nice. And I'll have my admin, my analytics, goal review stuff, and then my journaling. And then that day I didn't add it in here because it's more of like a personal planner thing, but I put in my budget review, my personal home budget for review for March. And then yeah, so Tuesday's blog writing, Wednesday's sticker design, Thursday's filming. So if I do get Jane's Agenda and it comes like, you know, within, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll film it on Thursday. Or maybe I can film here and then post it for Friday or something, or Thursday, Friday. We'll see how that goes. And then Friday, if I go out, I'll have a date night makeup look. And then Saturday, I'll post my video. And then Sunday, I use as kind of like a weekend reset. Well, I'll check my inbox for my emails, make sure that I've cleared out any unnecessary emails or something that I've already taken care of. I always do my son's school inserts, just make sure I've prepped for the week ahead. And I always kind of check my planners too to see if there's anything that I can kind of cross off or, you know, just kind of look at for the week ahead. So that's it for my work. So we'll close this guy up. I really have been loving how this looks, but I'm pretty soon I want to change into my new berry colored discs with my new dashboard. So we'll see how that goes because I'm excited to see that. Excited to see what that looks like. I'm probably gonna switch. I don't know if I want that for my main planner, but I really do like the floral dashboard that's in the April box, but I don't know whether I want to put that in here or whether I want to have it for my Franklin because it is beautiful with that hummingbird. So nice. Okay, so now getting into my catch-all, my Franklin here. I'm going to just put my task card back so I don't forget. And yeah, so let's just go to the week and check out what it looks like here. I'm pretty happy with it. So I've got my meals there, and then I've got my week. And honestly, I like the stickers. Like I only had one set of these weekly date stickers, so next week I won't have that. And I guess my goal is to use up those stickers. I mean, part of me wanted to keep them because, you know, hoarder, right? Like every time you get like for all my Planners Anonymous friends, every time we get a kit and you get 2 packs of stickers, you always try to keep 1 pack. And in this case, when I bought this set, I just started getting into Planners Anonymous and I didn't really know what they were about. I didn't know, but I think when I bought them, because this obviously spoke to me, like this whole pack of stickers, because it's purple. Purple is my favorite color. And I would have bought 2. I think I would have bought 2 if there had been 2, but I'm pretty sure there was only 1. And I think that goes for all of them actually, because I think there was only 3 that I got. I got the book one, so it was not books and botanicals, but it was the one with the succulents. I can't remember the name of it, but she's already released a second design kit for that, which I have. That was one of the first ones when she changed to the books, but this was like Craftsmith one. So I had the books one with the succulents, and then I had the like this one, which was like the slash universe slash I don't know, like gems and crystals. And then the other one was like the spring travel one. So it was like half travel, half like spring with flowers. Kind of like Hello D, or was it Daisies in there? That I don't remember, but I'd have to show you guys the books. But I've used quite a few stickers from each of the books. So, but anyway, the goal is to use up this book, I guess, because I've got tons of stickers. I don't need to keep everything. So I'm going to try to see what I can do this month. Use up the stickers and be happy that I've used them, right? So I decided to use these list stickers. They go well with this planner. And I also like that my fountain ink, this color isn't so dark, so it doesn't bleed through like this one does. And I like that too. And then as I finish each of these tasks, I can cross it off. This paper is writable, so I can write on there. And then I have a huge list of things to do. A lot of it is personal development though. I've got those books. So I'm actually going to break up that book as soon as I'm waiting for this to upload to my computer. But I want to break it down so I can manage to read it this month in easy sections. And like I'll pretty much make homework for myself, right? Like a couple of chapters every week. I have my tracking over here. So I do have a habit tracker in my bullet journal, it's kind of like my habit tracker / mental health wellness like book, instead of keeping that stuff in my planner, because you guys, I'm running out of room. I have no room in here. But I really like how it looks and I'm happy. And this is from Jane's Agenda, this washi here. This one is from Michael's. This goes with this binder really well. And yeah, the rest is history. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Share the video. Give the video a thumbs up. If you are new or have not yet subscribed, please do that. I would love for you to join my channel. Click on the bell button to be notified when I upload new content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.